Welcome back, Raider Nation and my champions. I know some of you have asked when I would be doing a mock draft. I've been kind of waiting until after free agency. Now that we've been a couple weeks into it, things have settled down. I think this is the perfect time for it. So here are the top positions I want to focus on in this mock draft. First and foremost is free safety. We let Eric Harris go. Jeff Heath, I don't think is the answer other than that big game he had against Drew Lock and the Broncos. And we didn't address it in free agency, so I think this is our number one priority. The next one is right tackle. I would prefer Denzel Good in the guard spot, and I don't trust Brandon Parker as our starting right tackle. So I think we need to get one here early in the draft. And then offensive line depth. If you look at it right now, especially at tackle, we don't have a whole lot of depth. We need to look at that as well. Well, for this mock draft, we're going to use PFF's NFL Mock Draft Simulator. I've been kind of playing with it. There's some pluses and minuses to it. It does allow you to trade within the draft, which is pretty cool. However, the trades are kind of, I would say, inequitable. They're probably more 60-40, 70-30 the other way. And it's funny because they always grade the draft or the trades you make. And I've always been getting like B minuses on my trades. So why don't we start with a brand new mock draft and we'll walk through it here. This is the opening screen for starting up a new mock draft. Obviously, you're going to pick the Raiders, and then you can make your variables here as far as how fast you want the computer to make picks, etc. And we're going to enter the draft here. And you can start making, you can try to make trades before the draft even starts, but I'm going to just start the draft and let it roll. And for the sake of time, I'm going to edit out the time between the draft picks. It takes a little bit long. So here we are at 17. In this scenario, we're pretty fortunate. A guy like Darasaw is here at tackle. We can put him in at right tackle if we need to. Merrig is here, sitting here. We have 4 picks or 4 trade options. So if somebody wants to move up, they'll send this to you. So got Washington, Chicago, Detroit, and Minnesota. I'm not sure if I want to move down because we really need a free safety, and he's probably by far the best one. Unless you want to go with the scenario that we are going to pick one up in free agency. But as of now, we don't have that option, and it's been a couple of weeks now, so we're a little handcuffed here on what we want to do. So I think we either have to go with Merrick here or a tackle. So I'm going to, and there's no quarterbacks on the board. If there was, maybe I would move down to try to get a future first round pick, in next year's draft. But that's not the case either. So we're gonna draft Merrick here and see what happens. So here we are at 48, and here are the tackles available. They're all the top-rated overall players as well, as you see this here in the positioning. So I would say it'd be either between Raduns and Tevin Jenkins. There are some trade opportunities here, but all of them to me are too high. I think we need to get a right tackle. Maybe if it was a pick or two, that way if one of them was taken, we could take the other one. This is, to me, depends on who you ask, who you take. I'm going to take Jenkins here. I think Raduns is a little undersized, so I'm going to put him in and plug him in at right tackle for us. Here we are, round 3. I was hoping a guy like Hufanga would be there to back up Jonathan Abram at strong safety, but he's gone. Thank you, Chargers. Similar type players that are gone in between here in these rounds. No real surprise. So, at this point, you go after more offensive line depth. We can go to other positions as well. Linebacker. So, we could also go another tackle. Like I said, I've been concerned with Brandon Parker. I like this guy, Dante Smith. I would like to get him like in the 5th round though. A lot of people are high on him. They just say he's undersized and he needs to bulk up. And they don't think he can handle the NFL right now. He needs to bulk up, but it's a guy I've been targeting as well. And we got some trade offers. The Bills, Chargers, I don't trade with division rivals. The Bills they're a little further down than I'd like to be, but we do have 2 picks. So I'm gonna go here, get Jamin Davis for linebacking depth, and then I'm going to get I want to get Kendrick Green at guard. Again, more depth pieces. Here we are in the 4th round now. Guy I'm kind of looking at here is Cade Johnson, South Dakota State. Deep threat. My only issue is we already have 6 wide receivers that we'd likely be keeping if we consider Zay Jones. So that would be 7. I would like him like on punt returns and kick returns. There is a trade offer here, or a trade. Somebody wants to trade Tampa. The difference between these 2 picks is about a low 6th round pick. I'm going to see if they'll accept this trade. 176. Oh, and they will. So let's move down and we'll see where we are after that. So we made the trade. Tampa selected a corner, and Cade Johnson's still here. We moved down about 12 picks, so I'm going to select him, and that gives us an extra 5th round pick as well. So we're in the 5th round. We have 3 picks in the 5th round. I was looking for Dante Smith, but he got selected a few picks ahead by Minnesota. Looks right now that there's a lot of slot corner types on the board right now, and we have a trade, or somebody wants to trade with us. Tennessee wants to move down 4 picks, and I'm thinking we should get some slot corner depth in case Amik doesn't cut it, so to speak. And there's a lot on the board, so I'd be willing to move down a few to either get additional picks maybe next year. So let's try this. Let's try 4 picks and a 6th rounder next year. See if that works. Up, they'll take it. So they went and got Trey Hill. So we have our picks here. So there's a few here. Trey Brown. I also like Elijah Griffin here. Let's go with Trey Brown for slot corner depth. All right, we have the next pick as well, and looks like Jacksonville wants to move up 3 spots, but I'm going to ignore that because I really think we're in the 5th round now. I really think we need to get another tackle here. I've spoken my concerns about Brendan Parker before. Out of the ones that are available, I think Larry Borum is probably the one for us. 6'6", 332, big guy. Probably not agile enough to play left side, but he could play the right side. So I'm going to go with him, and we'll go on from there. So with our last pick in the 5th round here, I'm thinking that we need to get some backup for Jonathan Abram, a box-type safety here. There are some people interested in trading. Buffalo is the highest one, but to me it's too far down. I don't want to trade down that far. So let's looking at the safeties. There's DeMar Hamlin here, but the problem with him is he's injury prone, that they say. So I'm not going to go with him. I'm going to go with his teammate, a little bit smaller, Paris Ford. They say he's probably more well equipped to be playing in the box. I think that would be a good backup for Abram here. And with our last pick here in the 6th round, I'm going to go with this guy right here, Ramondre Stevenson, 6 foot, 240 plus pound running back. I know PFF knocks him a little bit, saying he runs a little light. I saw the film. He's a little shifty, but in the goal line situation, he runs straight through. Plus, he can catch the ball out of the backfield and the flat. I think this would be a good guy for us in our offense right here. I think in summary, the mock draft went pretty well. We got the free safety we wanted in the 1st round, came back with a right tackle prospect here in the 2nd round. The only thing I would say, a couple things. One, the knock on the PFF is that they don't really show you your draft picks as you're making them, so you got to kind of keep track of those. I know other sites do that. The other thing is I didn't get a whole lot of trade opportunities in this mock draft. I've done other ones offline, and you get a lot more opportunity. Also, a lot of the tackles went earlier than they normally do in these mock drafts, so it kind of handcuffed me here once I got here. We did get some linebacker and guard depth here. I like Cade Johnson here at this position. More speed. We can even use him as a returner. That was my intention there. We actually traded down and got an extra pick there, which we used for backup box safety for Abram. We got a slot corner in case Amik doesn't work out. Some depth, maybe a little bit late. This might be the only knock on this to me in this mock draft. A little bit later on the tackle depth here, and then we got a big kid who can actually catch the ball out of the backfield. We can use him in the red zone as well. So overall, not too bad. Well, we know what PFF had to say about this mock draft, but I'm interested to hear your opinions. Put them in the comments section below. If you did enjoy this mock draft video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and supporting this channel, and as always, go Raiders.